So the topic of today's story is acting different. In the Buddha's time, I'm sure you guys have heard of the Venerable Sariputta, who was considered the right-hand monk of the Buddha, the top-level wisdom monk of all time. Now, it's common that when you have an elder monk, you have the junior monk take care of the elder monk. Now, there is one particular monk, we'll call him Monk Matthew. Now, this monk, he was taking care of the Venerable Sariputta. He would wash his clothes for him, make his bed for him, prepare his bowl, prepare his shoes, be very respectful every day. However, one day, the Venerable Sariputta got an invitation to go to San Jose. So, on the way to San Jose, he didn't know how to get there. So, the junior Matthew says, "Oh, I'm from San Jose. I know how to go there. I'll show you." So they started walking to San Jose. Along the way, the closer they got to San Jose, the more rude Matthew got. Matthew would start saying like, "Hurry up! Why are you taking so long? Oh, carry your own bowl." He was just being very rude to the Venerable Sariputta. But the Venerable Sariputta was an arahant, so he wasn't angry. He wasn't upset. He was just confused. That's weird. Why was Matthew so respectful over here in San Francisco, but not so respectful in San Jose? When they got to San Jose, the Venerable Sariputta gave a sermon, and everyone in San Jose was so happy and excited, except for Matthew. Junior monk Matthew had a weird attitude, but Sariputta did not say anything. Then, on the way home, same thing. Matthew had an attitude. "Hurry up, you're going the wrong way. Come on, you're going the wrong way. Come this way." And the Venerable Sariputta just didn't say anything. But when they got closer to San Francisco and the temple, Matthew started getting respectful again. "Oh, please, sir, let me carry your bowl for you. Oh, when we get there, let me wash your clothes for you." And Sariputta was like, "That's very interesting. How come Matthew was so respectful in San Francisco, but not respectful in San Jose?" And so the Venerable Sariputta went and told the Buddha about this. And the Buddha says, "You know what? This is Matthew's personality. He hasn't been this way only in this life, but even in a past life." And so they wanted to hear the story. Do you want to hear the story?
Yes.
So in the past, a long time ago, there was a rich man who had a family. He had a son, but he had a young wife. And so the old rich man was about to die. And he says, "You know what? I don't trust my young wife. She's probably going to get married again and have a new family." So he took all his money and took his servant named Abby to go to the forest. So the old rich man and Abby went to the forest, and they dug a big hole next to a big tree and put all the riches hidden under there. And then they came back. And the rich man says to Abby, "Abby, when I die, wait until my son gets older and tell him where the money is and he can have all the money, okay?" Abby says, "Yes, sir, I will do as you say. I will faithfully help the family." And so the rich man dies. And after 18 years, the young son, gets older, and his mom says to him, "So, your father hid away all the riches, but Abby knows where it is. So go ask Abby and tell her to take you to the riches." And Abby he says, "Okay." So he went to Abby and said, "Abby, can you tell me where all the money is?" She's like, "Yeah, I know where it is. I'll take you. I'll be happy to take you." So they got in a cart, and Abby's like, "Please come this way, master. Come this way." She was very nice and very respectful. But then when they got to the forest, the young master says, "Abby, so is the money around here?" And Abby's like, "Maybe. Is it over here? I don't know. If you don't know, you're asking so many questions." And Abby started getting a weird attitude. And no matter how much he asked her, she wouldn't tell him. And so finally he says, "You know what? Let's just go home. Abby won't tell me where the money is." But when they got close to home, Abby was being respectful again and nice again. So he tried it again, and the same thing happened. So finally, the young man didn't know what to do. So he went to the old man, who looks kind of like the old man in the corner over there, who was a very wise old man. And he went to the old man and says, "Old man, you were good friends with my father. I don't know why Abby acts like this. She tells me she'll take me, and then when we get close to the treasure, she acts really weird." And the old man says, "Oh, it's very easy to fix. Do you know how to fix this problem?" He says, "Wherever you go and Abby acts the most rude, when Abby gets the maximum rude and attitude, that's where the money is." So he took Abby again to the forest, and when Abby started getting her attitude and started talking back, he just pushed her out of the way and started digging right there. And then he found all the money. And then he took all the money home, and Abby was very, very nice. Now, what is the moral of this story? It sounds weird, right? That somebody would act different. One place they'll act one way, another place they'll act differently. But this is what you have to learn about human beings. As human beings, we have different factors. When you have the same power, they act one way. When the power changes, people change the way they act. When people have money, they change the way they act. When people have fame, people get success, they change the way they act. You shouldn't expect people to always act the same. You know how people act differently and you get surprised? I wonder why my friend is so mean today. I wonder why. You shouldn't have to wonder. It's normal for people to change. Think about your parents. Have you seen it? You've seen other families where the kids were very young and cute and they get older and start having an attitude and your mom and dad starts complaining? That's because the kids got older. They changed. But mom and dad are not ready for the change. Same thing for us. When we see little kids like Abby, super cute, and then they get older and they act wild and crazy. And you're like, why is Abby different? She's like, well, she's been 10 years already. It's different. People change. And so that's the thing. People change when the situation changes. So we should start to expect that so we don't get surprised and confused and unprotected. Do you understand? Okay, Satu.